sitting right where you are, in this very room, a new, proud executive director. The team was in their first month of car bonus qualification, and I was having the time of my life. I totally was oblivious to what was about to happen. On April 17th, 2007, I was diagnosed with invasive ductal carcinoma. Simply said, I had breast cancer. I was devastated. To shake the very foundation of my womanhood, I was still nursing my 17-month-old baby, Liberty. Why and how could this happen to us? My own mom had passed away from breast cancer 7 years ago, and both her sisters have had breast cancer. 2 years ago, I underwent the genetic testing, and mine was positive. I carried the BRCA1 breast cancer gene. This meant I had a very high chance of getting breast cancer. I found a lump when I was pregnant with Liberty, and it was misdiagnosed as a plugged milk duct for 18 months. It wasn't until I found another lump in my armpit that there was action taken. But even with the information the doctors had of my family history, my doctors kept telling me it was a plugged milk duct. I was only 32, and there was still a misconception that breast cancer is an older woman's disease. This was not only reinforced by my doctors, but I was lulled into the false hope as well. 1 week after my diagnosis, I went into surgery for a bilateral mastectomy. They took both of my breasts. They found out my tumor was almost 4 centimeters, and it was also in my lymph nodes. It was borderline stage 2B and stage 3 cancer. It is an understatement to say it was a very hard thing to have to lose my breasts at such a young age. I underwent chemotherapy, which made me bald. I lost my eyebrows and my eyelashes too. So there I am, no breasts, no hair, no eyebrows, and constant nausea. The chemo made me very sick. I had treatments 3 weeks apart, and for 2 of those weeks, I stayed in my bed. On the 3rd week, I planned my life. I would do parties and activities with my family. I went to my parties wearing just a head wrap, and I was proud. In this time, my team, the Passion Angels, came together. Both my sponsor and my downline made sure I had completed car bonus qualification and that I had my minimums until I was well enough to do parties again. Woo! After chemotherapy, I had to leave my family for 6 weeks and go for radiation, which was 2 hours away from home. That was a very hard time for me, being away from my family and not being there for those daily little things. The daily radiation zaps I was getting wore me out. It was the hardest time of my treatment. I ended up with 2nd-degree burns where I got the radiation and spent until the end of 2007 recovering from treatment. Today, there is no evidence of my cancer, although I'm here. Lung damage from the radiation. I'm on a treatment of tamoxifen for 5 years, which helps block my estrogen from possibly making another tumor. And I still deal with the side effects from that as well as the chemotherapy. My energy is not near 100% yet, but I'm healing and getting better each day. My business couldn't help but slide a bit during some of this battle, but as I get stronger, so does my Passion Parties business. And even if my energy isn't back 100%, my business is. The team is growing stronger than ever, which gives me such pride and commitment to not only my healing, my family, but my Passion Party sisters as well. When I do my parties now, I tell my story and urge women to take the initiative, no matter how young they are, to do regular breast self-examinations and to be their own breast healthcare advocate. I was so proud when Passion Party's Charitable Foundation included the Canadian Breast Cancer Society in their campaign. This business gives me the opportunity to not only help women from the bedroom to the bank, it helps me to spread the word and may help save a breast, better yet, a life. My name is Sandra Fuentes, Passion Party's independent consultant, wife, mother, and I stand in front of you today, a breast cancer survivor.